Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to another EVE Online video. Today's video is done from Jita because I want to show you guys the copy function of a contract. It's something that you guys pointed out to me in the comments of a previous video on contracts that I made, and I think for newer players that wanna, for instance, get into the blueprint copy business, it might be helpful to actually make a video on it and show that you can indeed just copy contracts that you've already made pretty damn easily. So in order to do that, I quickly made a couple blueprint copies for antimatter chargers. I'm actually also going to do some extra testing for this as well. So what is pretty important is I made a different one. This one has 5 runs, all the others have just 1 run. Yep, exactly. So let's start by moving these guys into the item hanger. Make sure that this one is a 5 run, the different one that I have remaining. And we're also gonna put one of these in here. And then I guess one of these in my blueprint copy. In my BPC. Ooh, will I find it again? Search for antimatter. Yeah, there we go. So we'll find that pretty easily. So the first idea here, we have 3 identical blueprint copies and we want to sell these for 1 million ISK, let's say. So you just create the first contract as always. You press next. It'll automatically select your item. You can check that later as well. I will receive 1 million ISK. Like that. No way that I'm gonna sell that, but we're just gonna try it. Set the amount of time that you want the contract to last up to 4 weeks. Press next and then press finish. There we go. That is done. Now, what I used to do is to actually copy paste the price and then just redo the whole step. So what you can very easily do is down here, you can press copy contract. You're copying a contract that contains a blueprint. The wizard cannot differentiate between blueprint copies and blueprint originals, so always be very careful about that. So you will need to be careful to the wrong type of blueprint, that the wrong type of blueprint is not picked. So be aware of that, that's actually pretty important. But then I can just press next, it picks the item again, we get 1 million ISK, it's done for us. Press finish and yes, and there we go, that is done. And then of course we have a third one that we want to do in the same way. So we're going to do again copy contract. Okay, next, next, next. Here antimatter charge blueprint 1 time. So that does show that it's a BBC. Press finish. Yes, and so now the question is, I still have a couple of these in here. In fact, let's see, antimatter right here. So I have 1 BPC in a container and I still have 1 identical BPC in my ship as well. Will it work or not? Let's press copy contract. Okay. Next. Not here for sure. Next. You cannot create a public item exchange contract where you're just asking for stuff. That's just rude. So there we go. It doesn't pick a BPC or a BPO, very importantly, from either your ship hanger or a BPC container, for instance, which is what I have here. So that is one part. You know, this is how you make a copy of contracts. Very easy, actually, and will definitely save you a lot of time if you're making a lot of BPCs for the contracts market. And then we've got a second part of this test. We're gonna again put these 3 in here. So this one is a 1 run copy. This one is also a 1 run copy, so that should work. But this one is actually a 5 run copy. And you would actually expect to maybe want 5 million for that, rather than the 1 million, of course. And so if you make these different types of blueprints, let's see if the system automatically knows not to make a copy of the contract with that. So again, we're just gonna take the first one. We're gonna create a contract from 0, put it up for 1 million ISK again. Finish, and then yeah, I'm sure that I want to make that contract. Obviously it's gone. Then we can press copy contract, which ought to be fine. Next, here again we see antimatter charge 1 time, so we press finish, yes. And now I'm really curious to see if I ask it to make another copy, will it actually take? So again, it puts in the 1 million, no problem. It takes it, I think. Ooh, finish. Yes, yeah, there you go. It doesn't just not differentiate between a BPC and a BPO, it also doesn't differentiate between a blueprint that has a different set of runs and probably a different material efficiency and time efficiency. That makes a lot of sense. So that's actually pretty important to know here. But this is the short video that I want to share with you guys on making copies on the contracts. It's something that I didn't know about until probably a couple of weeks ago when you guys pointed it out in the comments, and I've been making blueprint copies and selling them on contracts for years now, so this has definitely saved me a lot of time already, and I hope that it can do the same for newer players that want to get in the BPC business. But be very aware that you don't add blueprint originals in there and that you don't try to sell BPCs with different number of runs that you plan to sell at different price points through this method, because you know the system doesn't differentiate between those and it's just gonna pick anything that it can find that is a blueprint of the same item type basically. That's it for this quick video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.